This is Don Smith with newsvideo.com. I needed to find out how this template, the Atom Strand, worked. It's the first template in the first group of the template chooser. But I already have it open, and here it is. And investigating how this worked, I learned a few things that I'm going to pass along to you now. This is unscripted, so pardon the roughness of this. But this atom strand looks like a string of pearls to me. Is really a surprise because those pearls are really just flat shaded discs that are always facing the camera. And that flat shaded disc, called here a circle, is not in the library. But I also found that you can go to the library, and since it's a shape, I just highlighted the shapes, and I dragged the circle into the shape library, and there it is with a little person icon there. I can only assume that it means that the user contributed this shape. So that's one thing I learned while investigating this. So with the circle highlighted, I'll hit F4 and go to the Properties menu. And I'm going to open the rotation and do a Y, and keep your eye on this disc, and I'll manipulate the Y, and you can see it's just flat disc. That's all it is. So knowing that helped me dissect this atom strand. But another surprise for me was when I highlighted the shape and hit F to frame it. I'm in the active camera view, but I'm going to go to perspective. And you're going to see that this is a paint shape. Let me frame it once again and back off. And you're going to see that this is a paint stroke pulled into Z-space. Another surprise there. And so I wanted to pass along what's happening here. So what we'll do is start a new project. And I hit F5 and F6. And the first thing we're going to do is come up here and create a paint stroke. And I like to use the B-spline tool. And what we'll do is just simply create a paint stroke that crosses over itself a few times. Like this. Double click to end it. Then let's go to the shape tab, and where it says outline, check that. And what we're going to do is put an image there. What image that would be? Well, let's go to the library and go to that circle and put it into that group. That circle is going to be now assigned to the shape. So I'll highlight the shape, go back to the outline, take the circle, put it into the brush source. We're going to need to space those out so you can see them. And we're have to go to the Properties menu and scale up, highlight the circle, go to the scale, and make the circles much bigger. And you can see now the string of pearls starting to take shape. We'll highlight the spline, and we're going to add a new camera, switch to 3D. And in the active camera view, we can see that this is a flat shape. And we need to stretch that string into 3D space. Here's how we do it. We're going to highlight the B-spline, go up to Add Behavior, and go down to Shape Sequence Paint. Now, before we can make this go into 3D space, we have to go to the B-spline, go to the Shape, go to the Stroke tab, and down to Local 3D and check that. And because we want the face of that little circle to always face the camera, we're going to check Face Camera. Now we can go up to the Behaviors tab, and this is the Sequence Paint, and we have to add something in the parameters. We're going to do Position. We're going to open it up and go into Z-Space, let's say 1000. Then we're going to, the traversal is going to be custom. Let's set this to about 30. You see that as I start to increase the location parameter, you see the snake of pearls start to come out. Look at that. Is that cool or what? And then, maybe we take the Z and make it that far. So now we could keyframe this, you know, make it like an Indian snake charmer with his snake coming out. That's how you make a disc, a flat disc, look like a string of pearl and stretch it into 3D space. And you can see, there it is. It's in 3D space. And you can fly the camera all through it just like that template does. Just very cool. And again, that's just a flat disc that always faces the camera, fools the eye into thinking it's 3D. So a couple of things I've discovered. I apologize for the roughness of this tutorial. Just winging it so I could get what I discovered out there. I'm Don Smith at newsvideo.com.